Park, the middle game of the three-game series between the Red Sox and the Orioles. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, last night, Tim Wakefield gave the Red Sox 8 strong innings as part of the victory. Been wondering where the Red Sox are going to get the winning from with all the injuries. Well, the starting pitching has been picking up the slack, especially over the last 4 games. Since Clay Buchholz left after just 1 inning on Saturday, Red Sox starters have all thrown at least 6 innings. It started with John Lester's complete game on Sunday. John Lackey followed with 7 innings of 1-run ball on Tuesday. Matsuzaka then picked up the only loss on Wednesday, but allowed 3 runs over 6 innings, and Tim Wakefield finished the run last night with the 8-inning performance. The Red Sox starters now have 38 wins on the season, which is second in the American League. We welcome in Jerry Remy. Jerry, we talked a lot about the pitching last night. Let's talk about the offense. J.D. Drew, outstanding.
Outstanding night for J.D. Drew last night. He took 2 fastballs right down the middle of the plate and took them to the opposite field, and that's where he can really be dangerous here at Fenway Park. And he has been incredible against the Orioles this season. A .387 batting average, 3 doubles, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and he scored 10 runs. But the impressive thing about J.D., when he goes to the opposite field like this at Fenway Park, his numbers can be absolutely incredible. Right now, J.D. is swinging the bat very, very well. You just got to keep him in the lineup. No more stiff necks, and keep playing against Baltimore because he really does a great job against the Orioles.
Well, tonight the Red Sox will be dealing with Jeremy Guthrie. They faced him a lot. It's his 13th career start. He's just 1-6 against Boston. We're back with more from Fenway right after this. A little warmer tonight with a breeze out to center field at 9 miles per hour. And clear above Fenway Park right now, and that is what is anticipated for the remainder of the evening. Lights are on as the sun is not yet set in Boston, and here is Corey Patterson to stand in on the left side. Lester ready, and the first pitch of this one is in there for strike one, and we're underway. Corey Patterson, the older brother of the Patterson brothers who are playing here tonight. We'll see Eric Patterson make his first appearance at second base. There he is. This is to left field. Nava got a late break, and it's going to jump in front of him for a base hit. Kind of smoothly made his way in, was gingerly making his way in, and that one drops in front of him for a base hit.
And for Corey Patterson, this base hit gives him now an 8-game hitting streak. A step to his left, and then in came Daniel Nava, and by that time could not make a play on it. Had them play it on one bounce. Patterson now 3 for 7 in his career against John Lester with a home run.
So leadoff single. Here is Miguel Tejada batting out of the number 2 spot. 283, 6 homers, 32 runs batted in. It is just outside to Tejada. This came off a fabulous homestand, which he was 16 for 41, 2 home runs. He hit it .390 as part of the Orioles homestand. And has 9 runs batted in his last 8 games. As quick check at first base to Corey Patterson, who's back to the bag.
He's certainly a threat to steal. 13 steals on the season. He's been caught twice.
Took a step, didn't go, as Tejada swings and fouls it off to the right. 1-1.
Don, you were given those numbers for John Lester. 10th in the league right now in ERA. He is 3rd in the league in strikeouts behind Weaver and Hernandez, and he leads the American League in opponents' batting average against at .205.
Seemingly a solid candidate for the All-Star game. This one foul tip off the catcher's mitt of Cash, and it's 1-2. The hit by Patterson to start this inning is only the 7th hit that he's given up in the first inning on the season. Opponent's hitting at 115 in the first inning against John Lester. So he settles into his outings very quickly, and hoping to tonight once again. Another check as Patterson appeared to be headed in the other direction again. The numbers against the Orioles for Lester are just staggering, though. He is 11-0 in his career against Baltimore with a 2.06 earned run average in 14 games started. This one fouled off to our right, backed it out of play, and it's 1-2. Lester's fastball at 96 miles per hour in that last delivery. And Nick Markakis, who homered here last night, waiting on deck. Right foul down towards the Orioles dugout, and hangs at 1-2. Tejada's always been a fun player to watch, whether he be with the Oakland A's or in his first stint with the Orioles, went to Houston, comes back to the Orioles, always very animated. Plays the game hard, and here in his second stint with the Orioles, and right now Orioles certainly going through their tough times, but trying to stay positive. The Orioles are 24-55 and waiting to find out as we speak who their new manager is going to be. A lot of talk about perhaps that being decided over the All-Star break, and maybe there'll be a new manager for the second half of the season. Juan Samuel right now is the interim manager of the Orioles, and has been. And look at his 9-16 record since taking over. It's downstairs, ball 2, 2-2.
If that's the move they were going to make and it was going to be at the All-Star break, that would be a prudent decision, you know, to get somebody tied up long term, because that gives him the second half of the season to evaluate what he's got here and where they have to go from here.
We talked about it last night. A lot of rumors about Buck Showalter, Eric Wedge. Both names have been mentioned. It's popped up foul. Beltre has room, and he makes the catch for the first down here in the first inning.
Miguel Tejada out in front of a curveball this time from John Lester and gets that little pop-up to third base. First curveball that Lester has featured tonight, and it fooled Tejada.
The key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Nick Markakis against Lester. Some tough numbers. He's 8 for 41 with 10 strikeouts and 41 at bats. Bats with 1 out, and Corey Patterson at first base. Markakis, 303 average, 4 homers, 26 runs batted in. His take strike one at 94. He's hit safely in 12 of his last 15 games and hitting at a 352 clip in the last 15 games. That's now Ty Wigginton waits on deck. Orioles batting here in the first. Fouled off, and Lester's ahead 0-2. Tough numbers, as we saw against Lester, but not tough numbers against lefties on the year. He's had a pretty good year against left-handed pitching. Let's start with the open stance as he takes a pitch outside, 1-2.
Kevin Cash in there for the second straight night. Caught Tim Wakefield last night. He's now back there with John Lester. Breaking ball in the dirt that he's able to block and keep Patterson at first base.
Great night last night for Tim Wakefield. 8 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits as he got the victory. Patterson goes, pitches high. The throw, not in time. Very close, though. And Patterson is into second base with a stolen base.
Not a great jump at first base by Patterson, but he's going to beat the throw. It's 1 hop to second base. And Patterson gets in a scoring position, picking up his 14th steal of the season.
Kevin Cash in his major league career has thrown out 29% of would-be base stealers, 45 for 155 coming into tonight's action. Cannot get Patterson. 1-2 is tap foul. Patterson in scoring position at second base. 1 out here in the first. And a count of 2-2 to Nick Markakis. In the right field, a base hit. Patterson had to wait to make sure. Drew's up with it quickly. And Patterson will have to stop at third base. A late break as that one gets through the infield to right. And Markakis has got a base hit. It's first and third, 1 down.
Now John Lester leaves a cutter right over the plate, and Markakis is able to hook it in that hole between first and second. Usually that cut fastball is down and away from left-handers. A very difficult pitch to hit. That one stayed middle plate. So they're at the corners, 1 down for Ty Wigginton.
Wigginton on the cleanup spot. He's had a good season for the Orioles. He has 14 home runs, 42 runs batted in, and a .254 batting average. Wigginton, a very quiet night last night of the first game of the series as he went 0 for 4. Really lately has been struggling for the most part. He had an 0 for 15 skid come to an end on Wednesday against the A's. And he got his 14th home run of the year, but offensively he has been scuffling as he takes a pitch inside, 2-0. We're back to May 16th, and Ty Wigginton was hitting at .360. Averages dropped to .254 as it stands now. Outside, ball 3. Adam Jones waits on deck. Wigginton will take the walk to load the bases. A 4-pitch walk to Ty Wigginton. And the bases are loaded for the Orioles right out of the gate here in the first inning with 1 out. Bases filled with Orioles. 1 down for Adam Jones. A .273 hitter. 13 homers and 36 runs batted in.
Got a mini 3-game hitting streak going, 5 for 13.
Had an extremely good June. He finished the month of June hitting at .320. 8 homers, 21 runs batted in June. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
That's the good cut fastball right there from Lester, burying it inside on Adam Jones.
Inside, 1-1. Jones, a .257 hitter with the bases loaded, 1 for 6 this year. Bats with Patterson at third, Markakis at second, and Wigginton at first base with 1 out. Up the middle, Patterson will flip to second for 1 on to first. Holding on to the bag is Euclid for the double play that gets Lester out of the jam. Nicely done to end the inning. The Red Sox are coming up. are scoreless heading to the bottom of the first inning. Check out the Red Sox starting lineup. Brought to you by our New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scutaro leads it off at shortstop with Eric Patterson at second base. David Ortiz is the DH. Kevin Youkilis at first base. J.D. Drew in right field. Adrian Beltre at third base. Daniel Nava in left field. Mike Cameron in center batting eighth. And Kevin Cash bats ninth and does the catching. Then is Jeremy Guthrie on the mound tonight for the Orioles. And as we mentioned, he has faced the Red Sox 13 times, 1-6 against him, but this season making his 17th start, a 3-9 record. Last time out, a no decision against the Nationals. 6-inning effort, giving up 3 runs. Marco Scutaro standing in and taking ball 1 away. Scutaro at 285, 4 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Right back where it came from and quickly through.
Well, Marco Scutaro wastes no time on extending his hit streak now to 9 straight games as he goes right back up the middle of Jeremy Guthrie. Let's take a look at the Orioles defense. It's 9th in the American League. Miguel Tejada at third base. Cesar Ashores the shortstop. Julio Lugo at second and Ty Wigginton the first baseman. Left to right, Corey Patterson, Adam Jones, and Nick Markakis. And Matt Wieters doing the catching.
Eric Patterson at second base for the first time for the Red Sox. Standing in here batting second tonight. His first hit as a member of the Red Sox, scored 2 runs. Back in his Red Sox debut on the 30th of June. He came over from the Oakland A's in exchange for left-handed pitcher Fabian Williamson back on June 26th. And combined numbers between his 45 games with the A's this year and his time briefly spent in Boston, a .202 average with 4 homers and 9 runs batted in. Strike call, and it's 2-1.
And Guthrie has made 13 career starts against the Red Sox, and he is 1-6 in his career against Boston teams. Third start this season against Boston.
And at Fenway Park in 6 career starts, he is 0-2 right here with a 5.30 earned run average. 35 2/3. He's given up 21 earned runs at Fenway. In fact, the Orioles have lost all 6 games that he has started here in Boston. On the ground towards second base, Lugo to second for 1, on to first, and not in time. Long time in materializing around the bag at second. And Patterson with good speed to get to first base.
As Torres at shortstop didn't seem like he was in any rush to get this double play completed, especially against a guy that can run. Just comes easily across that second base bag and then couldn't complete the double play.
So a base runner for Boston with Patterson at first, 1 out. And David Ortiz the batter. And 254, 17 home runs, 53 runs batted in. Ortiz 0 for 4 in the ballgame last night. As he takes a pitch in, 2-0. There's a strike, and it's 2-1 to Ortiz.
Ortiz with 3 career home runs against Guthrie, 276 average.
Guthrie claimed off waivers from the Cleveland Indians in January of 05 by the Orioles. Made his major league debut back in August of 04. Ortiz takes ball 3, 3-1. Youkilis on deck with 1 out and 1 on here in the home half of the first inning. Ortiz fouls it off. Time now for the play of the week, brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Last Sunday, David Ortiz deposited the 6th pitch he saw from reigning Cy Young Award winner Tim Lincecum into McCovey Cove in San Francisco. Helped the Sox to a 5-1 win over the Giants. The play of the week is brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Ortiz now waiting on a 3-2 pitch. Patterson's off as Ortiz fouls it off. And gets a piece of Matt Wieters in the process. Size lead for Patterson at first base. 1 out, bottom of the first inning. 3-2 to Ortiz. There goes Patterson again as Ortiz takes ball 4.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot, and it's the double play the Red Sox turn to end the first inning. Scudero jumping over Wellington, but did Youkilis have the bag? Looks like he did at that particular time when the ball was in the glove. Caused a little argument at first base, but I believe that Youkilis did have that bag when the ball made contact with his glove.
Juan Samuel was out to argue with Adrian Johnson. It did appear that Luke was able to keep that foot on the bag long enough. 2 on, 1 out. As Youkilis takes strike 1 over the outside corner. 297, 15 homers, and 50 runs batted in for Youkilis. For 3 in last night's game. Youkilis against the Orioles, doing some pretty serious damage in the season series in 2010 in 9 games. And trying to keep it going tonight against Jeremy Guthrie. Center and in for a base hit to the track of the wall. Patterson's coming around to score. To second base goes Youkilis. It's an RBI double, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Well, Youk picks up his 51st RBI of the season as he finds that gap in left center field. A fastball down and in. Played off the wall by Adam Jones. Red Sox now at second and third and 1 out. And the 1-0 lead.
Safe and secure at second. Safe and secure New York Life. It is second and third now with 1 out to run in for Boston as Matt Wieters out to talk to Jeremy Guthrie. They prepared to deal with a guy that Orioles pitching had all kinds of trouble with last night. It's J.D. Drew. Of course, Drew connecting on a pair of solo shots in last night's game, his 9th and 10th of this year. 17th time he has hit 2 home runs in a game and now has 10 on the year as he sends this into right center field, a base hit. Ortiz from third will score. Here comes Youkilis. Throw to second is off the mark. It's a 2-run double, and the Red Sox lead it 3-0.
Well, J.D. Drew continues his torrid pace against the Baltimore Orioles this season. They wanted to go away with a fastball. It was right down the middle of the plate, and Drew with the rocket up the middle for the base hit. 2 runs come across. Red Sox with the early 3-0 lead. For J.D. Drew, RBIs 40 and 41 on the season.
Drew at second base with one out. And Adrian Beltre, the batter, going to peel third. And apparently bag was touched on the way by Kevin Youkilis as he was heading from his spot at second base to score the third Red Sox run. Beltre takes a strike over the outside corner. He didn't think so as he looks back at Mike Everett. Beltre at 346, 12 homers, 53 runs batted in. He was 0 for 3 in last night's game. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in at 94.
Beltre started today second in the league in hitting. Cano was 347. Of course, the Yankees played this afternoon. And Beltre at 346, number 2 in the American League.
O2 is popped up foul out of play. Daniel Nava waiting on deck with one out here in the first inning. Red Sox have scored 3 times. If Jeremy Guthrie continues to struggle right here at Fenway Park. Broken bat caught by Guthrie, fires it towards short. As Torres tried to double him up and didn't work out. As Torres was fortunate to get a glove on that. As Beltre retired on the broken bat line drive, 2 down.
That happened so quickly there wasn't time for anybody to get to second base. That's trying to lead the shortstop to second, but not even close to double up J.D. Drew. Nice play by Guthrie, though, to get the one out.
So 2 down in the inning. Drew at second base. And Daniel Nava, the batter. He bats out of the number 7 spot tonight. Plays in left and hit a 304 with a home run and 12 runs batted in. To right field. Markakis makes his way back, leaps and can't get it. By him to the track on the wall. Drew will score the 4th Boston run. A line drive off the bat of Daniel Nava has put the Red Sox on top 4-0.
One thing we've noticed, Don, is that Nava recently is beginning a lot of off-speed pitches. He gets a breaking ball here that goes right off the top of the glove of Nick Markakis. So last night it was a blue base hit. Tonight a line drive over the head of Markakis. There's the breaking ball, the slider down and in. Good pitch right there for Nava to hit.
Well, he's got 13 RBIs now, and 10 of them have come at home here at Fenway Park. Mike Cameron, the 8th member of the Red Sox, to face Jeremy Guthrie here in the first inning. Cameron had to pull himself out of the lineup last night, is in there tonight. The abdominal problem has continued for him and playing through it as he's in the starting lineup tonight for Boston. As he takes the strike, and it's 1-1. Red Sox with 3 extra base hits all of last night. They've already got 3 tonight here in the first inning. And tried to hold up and did, according to Adrian Johnson, first base umpire. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. There's the slider that time, and chasing was Cameron. We talked about all the success John Lester has had in the first inning, and he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with a big double play and a bases loaded situation. While Jeremy Guthrie has given up 15 first inning runs on the year, so trouble spot for him, and he's allowed 4 runs here in the first inning tonight at Fenway. Strike 3 call. On the outside corner to end the inning with the damage done. Red Sox score 4 times, lead it 4-0 after 1. 4-0. Red Sox on top of the Orioles after just one inning. Wieters and the Orioles go to work here in the second. Wieters, Fox, and Lugo face Lester. Wieters at 235, 6 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Mentioned Lester had the bases loaded with one out in the first inning, but he got Adam Jones ground into the 4-6-3 double play that ended the first inning. And got out of the jam. Did take 22 pitches to get it done in the first inning. Up and away, ball 3. He's in 21 career games against Boston, a .387 hitter. He fouls it off, full count. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 3-2 pitch to Matt Wieters. He's chopped to third. Beltran, a basket style grab. Sidearm to first for out number 1 of the inning.
The Boston Bruins Foundation and Bay State Cruise Lines will host a Sunset Harbor cruise to raise money for the 2010 Pan Mass Challenge bike team on July 14th. New England legend Jim Plunkett will be performing his favorite songs in front of Bruins alumni, fans, friends, and family. The event is 21 plus, and a valid ID is needed at the door. Tickets are now available for $30 and $25 for season ticket holders. Online at Ticketmaster.com.
Bruins general manager Peter Chiarelli enjoying the ball game tonight here at Fenway Park. Been very busy this offseason already. One out in the second inning for Jake Fox. Fox at 210, 2 homers and 12 runs batted in. His first appearance of the series. Fox coming over from the Oakland A's on June 22nd. Exchange for minor league right-handed pitcher Ross Wolf. And his first hit in an Orioles uniform on Thursday against the Florida Marlins. Originally drafted by the Cubs, a third-rounder in 2003. As that pitch gets away, Cash going to have to throw him out, and does. For the second out of the inning, first strikeout of the night for John Lester.
First strikeout for Lester coming on the curveball. So it makes quick work of Jake Fox. Kevin Cash has to throw him out at first base.
So there it is, the first K of the night. 2 down here in the second inning, and here's Julio Lugo from a Red Sox shortstop. .239 in an Orioles uniform. This is kind of backing out as the pitch was coming in and called a strike. Lugo just do that a lot as a member of the Red Sox, trying to get that late time call, and he's not granted it by Mike Everett. Didn't get time and takes the strike. It's 0-2.
Lugo never really did ask for time. He was just stepping out of the box.
This ball 1 away. 96, and it's 1-2. Those good numbers against left-handers. Hitting at .321. Lugo in there tonight against John Lester. And he bats with 2 outs here in the second inning. Not this time. Lester strikes him out. Back-to-back Ks from Lester. 1-2-3 second, and a 4-0 Red Sox lead. 4-0. Red Sox on top of the Orioles as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. It is the number 9 man. The Red Sox order after 8 came to bat in the first inning and 4 of them scored. It is Cash, Scudero, and Patterson here in the second inning. Strike 2 to Cash. 0 for 3 last night in his return to the Red Sox and his 20 games with the Astros this year. 204 hitter. He was actually designated for assignment by the Astros and was then sent to AAA at the time when the Red Sox came calling. And certainly the need for the Red Sox in the catching spot. Both Victor Martinez and Jason Varitek on the DL. As well as the 2 guys who were catching for the Pawtucket Red Sox. Wagner and Brown both banged up, so the Red Sox very much in need of a catcher. And of course, knew all about Kevin Cash. Did a great job again in catching Tim Wakefield last night like he did so many times in the past. Ball 3, full count. Cash actually had a pretty good June with the Astros, hitting at 296. This is chopped to third. A tough hop gathered by Tejada. The throw is good. And there's one down in the second inning. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Kevin Cash was acquired from the Houston organization where he was playing under former Red Sox bench coach Brad Mills. I asked Cash how he thought Mills is doing in his first year as a manager.
Oh, I think he's doing a great job. You know, they had a tough run to start the season. I think that'd be tough for any first-year manager, but he's handled it nice. He's got the respect of the players and stuff, and I think that they're heading in the right direction. You know, that's a pretty good division with St. Louis in it, and you know, they just need those big guys over there to, you know, obviously play like they're capable of, and I think they will here soon.
Now, Cash was acquired in exchange for Angel Sanchez. He had been sent to AAA Round Rock on June 23rd. He made 18 starts for Houston behind the plate, hitting .204 with 2 home runs. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Bringing endorsement of his manager, former manager in Houston, Brad Mills. The Astros are 32-49 right now. They are 14 games back of the Cincinnati Reds. Kind of a surprise atop the National League Central. The Cardinals are a game and a half back. Very difficult start there for Brett Mills.
I was going to say, I had to feel bad for him early on when they get off to a real bad start.
Two-1 to Marco Scudero. A slap foul off to the right. 2-2. A base hit in the first inning for Scudero extends the hitting streak to 9 games. And some good numbers along the way. '40th pitch of the night for Guthrie is fouled off, and we'll do it again. 2-2. Scudero leading all American League shortstops with 8 3-hit games this year. He was third in the majors behind Hanley Ramirez and Rafael Furcal in that category. Fouls off another. And right now the 10th hardest player in the American League to strike out. Where did this one end up? Whoa. There's Sarah McKenna very close. Hello. She's awake now. Three-2 to Scudero. Chop towards third. Tejada waits on it. Gets rid of it quickly. And handles the first 2 outs here of the second inning. 2 down.
If you love watching exciting World Cup action, then Fenway Park is hosting the perfect event for you as the excellence, passion, and tradition of top-flight European soccer comes to Fenway Park on July 21st at 8 p.m. Celtic Football Club of the Scottish Premier League will take on the Sporting Club de Portugal from the Portuguese Liga for the Fenway Football Challenge. Tickets are on sale now at tickets.com/football at Fenway.
Two down here in the second inning. Eric Patterson getting his second look at Jeremy Guthrie. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Foul tip into Weeder's mitt, and it's 1-1. David Ortiz waits on deck as the Red Sox bat here in the second, and Patterson taps another foul. Tonight, he gets a start at second base. This year he's appeared in 27 games, 24 starts. He's played in left, center field, second base, and has committed one error during the season in all three locations. Seen a lot of Bill Hall at second base since Dustin Pedroia's injury. In tight for ball three, full count. And Hall is off tonight, as is Darnell McDonald. There's ball four, and Patterson is aboard for the second time tonight. It's the second walk given up by Guthrie.
Well, Guthrie thought he had strike three. Did miss by very much on the outside part of the plate, but just outside. And Patterson makes his way down to first base. First walk in the Red Sox uniform for Patterson.
Two down, Patterson at first for David Ortiz. Speaking of walks, he walked in the first inning. David led the majors with 21 walks in the month of June. Runner goes. Ortiz fouls it off over by the Red Sox dugout. And it's a ball and a strike to Ortiz. With a total of 21 walks in June, tied for the most walks in June. Most in any month he's had since August of 2008, with 25, and jumps back out of the way of this 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1. Throw to first, and back quickly is Patterson, having to dive back. 22 out of 24 in his career. Ortiz to left. Corey Patterson's back, and it's off the scoreboard. Eric Patterson runs to third. It is a double for Big Papi. They may have had a shot at Ortiz at second base, but elected not even to really go in that direction.
Yeah, it was covered too. Julio Lugo was there, but for some reason, Cesar Torres did not make the throw to second base. This ball's a rocket, a slider that Ortiz takes off that left field wall. Now, watch Ortiz going into second base. It looks like they had a chance to make a play on it. There's the throw in. There's Lugo at second base, and look how much time they got.
So second and third now with two outs. Guthrie walks Patterson. The wall ball double, as it turns out, for David Ortiz. And Youkilis now down on the count, 0-1. On the ground is short. As Torres lays it out, gets up. The throw is in time, as Torres follows it up with a very nice play at shortstop to end the inning. Red Sox cannot score, but lead it 4-0 at the end of two. Top of the third inning back at Fenway Park, 4-0. The Red Sox on top of the Orioles.
Beautiful play there by Cesar Torres as he ranges far to his right and a strong throwing arm across the diamond to get Kevin Youkilis at first base. Save runs.
The Red Sox stranding a pair in scoring position to end last inning. And Boston has left 3 men on base through the first 2, but lead it 4-0. John Lester is fresh off his first 1-2-3 inning of his outing. That came in the second. And here is Cesar Torres, a .230 hitter, known mostly for his defense, as we just saw. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame last night. And started shortstop for the Orioles, and Juan Samuel. As the Red Sox winning here last night in dramatic fashion, 3-2. Fouled off Cash's mask, and it hangs at 0-2. Slowly dribbled down the third baseline. Lester turns and fires, and just in time to get Cesar Torres for the first out of the third inning.
Red Sox fans, remember every game night at midnight to tune in to Nesson for Sox in 2. It's the Sox latest matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format. Sox in 2 is brought to you by Ace Tickets. Great seats at great prices.
So one down here in the third inning. Corey Patterson, the top of the order, coming up. Lester giving up 2 hits in the first inning, and since then none.
Mike Narachi brings up a good point. Last night's game in Sox in 2, they could have showed the whole game.
Pretty close.
Did you watch it to see how you sound?
No, I did not.
No.
I missed last night's, unfortunately. Did you?
No.
No. I couldn't really live the mouse incident, so I chose not to. Someone was fouled off to the left.
Somebody told me today that made it all over the place.
It's very embarrassing. I consider myself to be one of the tougher announcers in the American League.
Except you don't like mice.
This is inside for ball 2, 2-1. Again, everybody, I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball.
Mouse!
Looks so real. I mean, now that I look at it again, I mean, it doesn't look like it's quite as furry or as big as it appeared to be at the time. It's coming right at me.
Well, you know,
Scared.
you got you.
You got me.
You got you.
Not the first time, won't be the last, I'm sure. Swing and a miss. And they get Patterson. And there's the third strikeout for Lester. 2 down.
3 strikeouts, 2 of them on cut fastballs. They cut it right here from John Lester to pick up the strikeout, keeping it away from Corey Patterson.
I would like to know, though, who the mastermind was behind the whole idea, because apparently it was supposed to happen in an earlier take and it didn't, and then it was kind of late.
Well, I'll be totally honest with you.
Yep.
The first time that I told you that there was a mouse in the booth, I was lying. There was no mouse in the booth.
You're kidding.
No.
Beltre to first base is going to end the inning. You lied to me. Terrible. 4-0 Red Sox on top. Sad. 4-0. Red Sox on top. So you're telling me that the mice sightings never happened?
Never happened. I fabricated that with the crew.
Wow.
I said, I winked my eye and I said, watch, I'm going to tell them that there's the mouse in the booth. I just saw it go under the corner where Teddy sits over there upstairs. Yeah. And got you kind of panicked a little bit.
A little bit right out of the gate. And there was a second sighting.
No,
you lied again.
Christina taped all the holes in the booth, which we have many of.
Yes, there's tons of holes.
There's a lot of place for mice to hide in this booth.
Right.
But I didn't tell her to do that. She did that on her own. So she set up the whole thing perfectly.
And there goes Drew down to first base with a third walk issued by Guthrie.
Now, the idea of getting the mechanical mouse was not my idea. I will not give away who did that, but it was part of our crew.
I think we're going to find out who did it. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. It was Ted all along.
I think it was?
Yeah, I did. Because he's the guy that set it off coming towards me when we do the open up there.
Right.
He's done up top.
Right. That took a lot of coordination.
Yes.
And perfect timing.
He failed the first time, obviously.
Right.
The second time he got it. Very disappointed in you, my friend of 10 years. Lied not once, but twice, and made me look like this. Man's man. Little mouse.
You almost killed me. You almost threw me right off the edge.
Now I kind of wish I did. Push you a little bit further. 1-0 is in there for a strike.
So for the couple of days that you thought that was a little rodent running around up here, they really, they may have been, but we didn't see it.
Every time I come into the booth, I kind of come in and take a look around and look under the bags and look all over the place, make sure that it's safe before I sit down and get ready to prepare for that night's game. To third, to second, to first, dug out nicely by Wigginton. They go around the horn on the double play, and there's 2 down here in the third inning.
Nice play here at the end by Ty Wigginton, the first baseman, as he takes a low throw from Julio Lugo and picks it right out of the dirt. A little trouble right there with the handle for Tejada, but he gets it to Lugo in plenty of time. And now the bounce at first base, a nice backhanded scoop there by Ty Wigginton. JD Drew a little bit late getting to Lugo to break up that double play.
Daniel Nava stands in and takes strike one. He had an RBI double. A line drive shot just up over the outstretched glove of Nick Markakis, right fielder. Back in the first inning, all part of a 4-run first. And a fly ball to center. Adam Jones tracks it, makes the running grab that ends the inning. A 9-pitch inning for Jeremy Guthrie, but the Red Sox lead at 4-0 at the end of 3. 4-0 Red Sox. We will indeed wish happy birthday to Vincent. A happy 12th from Danbury, Connecticut. Red Sox off to a good start tonight as they score 4 runs off Jeremy Guthrie in the first inning. Orioles had a chance in their half of the first inning with the bases loaded and 1 out, but could not score. Now trailed by 4 runs. Lester is 8 out of 12 first pitch strikes to batters that he has faced in the game tonight. So he's been starting off ahead as he is here ahead of Nick Markakis to start the 4th inning. Early from Berlin, Connecticut.
An orange hair.
What's going on with your hair? It's definitely not the number 12 or whatever it is you wear. Is it
13? 13. And the woman's is 13. Men's 9.
How did you choose the woman's? How did you decide that?
Well, you can't always get the men's 9, so it's the 9 men's is a woman's 13.
1-2, strike 3 to Nick Markakis. Let's check in with Heidi, who does not color her hair. Heidi?
Well done. Mike Cameron is back in the lineup today after being a late scratch yesterday with abdominal soreness. In today's manager interview brought to you by Bigelow Tea, Terry Francona's green tea of choice, Francona talks about how hard Cameron is working to stay in the lineup.
Not 100%. He's not getting the balls that he has in his sleep. You know, it's hard for him. To play a game, he has to really prepare. Out in San Francisco, that first night he had a hot water bottle on his stomach in about the 8th inning. So, again, if it's not perfect, it doesn't mean we don't appreciate it. We've had to remind him of that a few times. He's really hard on himself. Well, yesterday, he was devastated by the fact he had to come out of that game right before it started. So I guess from what we said, we appreciate what he's trying to do.
Now, I also talked to Jeremy Hermida. He hit pretty aggressively off a tee today. He said he's going to take batting practice in the next couple of days, and he hopes to be ready to return to the lineup shortly after the All-Star break. He said the pain in his ribs is getting much more manageable. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. It'd be nice to start to have some of these guys coming back here as we get towards the All-Star break and right after it. So many going away, all of them sitting there going away, and some of them coming back as we get past the break. And they're on the mend. Adam Jones bats and takes strike 1 with 2 outs in the inning. But in the meantime, the Red Sox continue to win and play good baseball. And as we highlighted in the open tonight, it's largely because the pitching has continued to be so good, the starting pitching, especially for Terry Francona.
As long as you get good pitching, you stay in ball games, you're going to have a chance to win. And you see the Red Sox right now, a game behind the Yankees, 48-32 on the season.
Yankees beating Toronto today 11-3. They elevate and strike out Jones. 5 Ks for Lester. 4-0 Red Sox at the end of 3.5. Last half of the fourth inning, it's 4-0. Red Sox on top. Mike Cameron, Kevin Cash, and Marco Scutaro to deal with Jeremy Guthrie here in the fourth inning. It's a 4-run first. Red Sox have not scored since. As Guthrie has kind of settled into his outing. He's had some nice defense in behind him. Cameron struck out looking in the first inning, the only strikeout tonight for Guthrie. This is out towards right center field. Jones on the run will get there. Nice running catch by the Orioles center fielder for the first out of the inning.
Looked like that ball was going to be in a gap, but Adam Jones really covered a lot of ground in a very short period of time and made it look easy.
Cameron looking out there like only a center fielder can in an appreciation of what Jones just did.
Yeah, where'd you come from?
One down, Kevin Cash takes strike one. And grounded out to third base in the second inning, 0 for 1. Guthrie with a fastball, curveball, slider, and a change. This is flip foul off to the right. It's 1-2.
Covita, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities.
Rolled foul, still 2-2 to Kevin Cash. Top of the order, Marco Scutaro waits on deck. And skips in for ball 3. The Yankees today, as you mentioned, beating the Toronto Blue Jays 11-3 at home at Yankee Stadium. This is line to center, and Kevin Cash has his first hit in a Red Sox uniform in 2010 in his second stint with Boston.
Kevin Cash takes a Guthrie fastball that's right down the middle and shoots it right up the middle into center field for the base hit. Cash all smiles to be back here with the Red Sox.
One out, Cash at first base, and Marco Scutaro the batter. 1 for 2, a single in the first inning, grounded out to third base in the second inning. Breaking ball misses inside. Cash joining the team with the Red Sox, who started the day. Getting back now the New York Yankees, and with 48 victories on the year, the Houston Astros, they have 32 wins on the season. He was headed to AAA. So things have vastly improved for Kevin Cash at this stage of the season anyway. One pitch for ball 2, 2-1. Similar situation earlier this year for Jonathan Van Every. He was traded from the Pirates organization. He was playing at AAA at the time, and he ended up center field a few times for the Red Sox. Cash hoping he can hang around a little longer than Jonathan Van Every did in this current stint. Fouled off the end of the bat to the right, and it's 2-2 to Marco Scutaro. Patterson waiting on deck, 1 out, bottom of the fourth inning. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Red Sox starting the night, third in the American League in batting average as a team. They hit at .277. Surprising, the number one team in the league as far as batting average goes, the Kansas City Royals, are hitting at .283. And a foul fly off to the right. the Royals heading into tonight's action. 9 games back in the American League Central, 35 and 45, but they are tops in batting average. And then Texas second, Boston third.
Texas leading that American League West by 3.5 games now over the Angels.
Center field and shallow as out goes Lugo, the second baseman, to retrieve it for out number 2.
Enter to win the Lumber Liquidators football and flooring sweepstakes. You could score for luxury suite tickets to the game, plus $1,000 worth of hardware flooring, the same flooring used in the luxury suites at the park. Go to Nesson.com/LL for your chance to win. And boy, if you've ever been in a luxury suite here at Fenway, they've got beautiful floors.
2 down, Cash at first. And Eric Patterson is the batter, so he takes strike 1. Well, in the playoffs, he spent a lot of time in the Nesson suite here at Fenway Park getting ready for the pregame.
Yeah, you know what the best part about that is?
The chips and dip, I'm going to guess.
The chips and dip. It's unbelievable.
I knew that because I'd sneak in too sometimes. This is to right. Cake is right at him, and he's there perfectly to make the catch that ends the inning. We're through 4 from Fenway. Red Sox lead it 4-0.
Huh?
Who would know? Anything could happen.
That's what we want.
Yeah. No rules.
Get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports.
Fifth inning from Fenway Park. It is 4-0. Red Sox on top. 5 strikeouts for John Lester through the first 4 innings. As Matt Wieters leads it off, and then Jake Fox and Julio Lugo. Wieters grounded out to the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, in the second inning. He was 0 for 1 as the Orioles try to chip away at what is a 4-run deficit. They were down right out of the gate. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the first. It is foul outside of third base. Beltre retrieves it, but it's a count of 1-2. Which really has been a disappointing season for the O's. And they thought the additions that they made, and there were a lot of injuries to those additions out of the gate, were going to make them a better team. And some of the young guys like Matt Wieters were going to have good seasons. You really could base that on what he did last year, and thought they would mature a year later and be even better. And really, Andy McPhail was very honest about that. Coming into this year, that's been a disappointment. The young guys have been a disappointment, and as a result, it cost Dave Tremblay his job. And these are the hard facts for the Orioles. Those are their numbers. This is out towards left center field. Well placed, and it's a gapper that'll one hop the wall. Cameron plays it, but to second base goes Wieters with a leadoff double and the first hit for the O's since the first inning.
Wieters gets a curveball, not a bad one. That ball was down from John Lester. It did have quite a bit of the plate, but still down, and Wieters finds the gap in left center field.
He's had 4 doubles in the season series against Boston. He's got one here in the 5th. Makes up a string of 10 batters in a row retired by Lester. And here is Jake Fox, who struck out swinging in the second inning. The problem is whoever takes over this Orioles team, and again we mentioned it, it could happen at the All-Star break if they can wrap up a new manager by that point. There's a lot of work to be done here, and it's going to be a tough run for a while.
And the question is, are they going to spend money? You know, will they spend the money to try to turn this thing around quickly?
They did a few years ago. They spent all that money on the bullpen, something like $42 million on the bullpen in the offseason, and it turned out to be a disaster. None of the guys really panned out.
I mean, Baltimore is an attractive place to go and play. It's a beautiful ballpark. The great living conditions around that area. I mean, it's not tough to draw players to go play in Baltimore, but you got to pay.
One to Fox. He is on the ground to short. Scudero looks the runner back at second, throws across for out number 1.
All-Star voting isn't quite over yet. From July 4th through the 8th, you can vote for the 34th and final player for each league's roster. Go to RedSox.com and cast your All-Star Game final vote for the final 2 All-Stars for the game in Anaheim. You can vote at RedSox.com. There's something we can do while we're down in Tampa, is vote for the 34th player.
That's right. We'll be headed there tomorrow after the ball game here. Some of us. One out here in the 5th.
Yeah, we understand that some of our crew is taking some very, very well-deserved time off.
It's that time of year as we get towards the middle of the year. Game 81 tonight.
Kind of wrap it around the All-Star break and get you refreshed for the second half of the season.
And a little more.
Oh, really? Well, if it's going to be a while, we should probably send out some of those dumb letters. You ever get some of those dumb letters like around the holiday season? In other words, they're made out to you, but they're all the same. They go to all different people, but it's like a history of what happened this past year.
Like a Christmas card with a summary of what's going on in the family.
Isn't that awful?
I kind of like it. You catch up on other people's families.
No, but everybody's doing wonderful. It's just they all lie about everything. You know, well, my husband Bob was promoted to vice president of operations. I have taken on a computer business. Little Muffy was named captain of the volleyball team.
It's all good stuff.
Huh?
You're just not buying any of it, are you?
Nah, everything's great. Everything's wonderful. It's like pages, 2 pages full of how wonderful the whole year was. My year stunk.
Sign Jerry Remy, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I had a lousy year.
Terrible year. It's been one of the worst.
One of the worst I've ever had in my life. Nothing went good. It's been brutal. And you know, happy holidays.
You know, I have to say something to you. You don't send out Christmas cards, do you, ever? No. How many years has it been since you've sent out a Christmas card?
Since I sent one out? I've never sent one out.
How about you've never?
No, I've never sent one.
Even if you get one, you don't feel the need to, like, say...
I felt guilty for a while, yeah.
Fire one back out, even though I really don't want to.
No, we stopped that a while back.
Yeah. We save money and just decided...
Well, not necessarily to save money, just...
2-2 is a swing and a miss. Lugo strikes out at 6 Ks for Lester.
I get a kick out. You know, little Johnny's taking horseback lessons, you know, riding lessons, and he learned how to play volleyball this year, and he was the captain of the volleyball team. And our cousin Jimmy just got into a wonderful Ivy League school. Yep. And I'm reading all this, and I'm going, my life stinks. Yep. Nothing good happens in my life.
How far do you get through, like, one of those? Like,
right to the trash, to be honest with you.
Down to his Torres, who chops it slowly down third baseline. Beltre barehands it. And virtually had no chance, as it is first and third on an infield hit for Cesar Torres.
Anyway, we'll have to send members of our crew one of those letters to let us know how things are going around here.
They can send it in like 2 weeks. Oh, they're still off.
Hi, Russ. Hi, Mike. This is Don and Jerry. We'd just like to report to you that everything is wonderful. The opens have been terrific.
It's been great. And Tampa Bay was great, and Toronto was really, really nice. Enjoyed the
wonderful,
break.
great room service in Tampa. I had 2 eggs over easy with sausage links.
Jerry's been working out. He looks fabulous. Well, it's first and third as a pitch inside to Corey Patterson.
You know the letters I'm talking about.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I don't mind reading them. I really don't. I really don't. I don't send them out myself.
No,
because I mean, there's not a lot good going on in my life either.
Exactly. So what's the point?
It's a waste of paper. This is ground and foul. I do send Christmas cards though, and I have noticed, despite the fact that you make up rumors about rats that don't exist, but I've never gotten a Christmas card back in 10 years of Christmas cards. So I just want to make sure it wasn't just me. It's everybody.
No, it's everybody. No, don't expect one. No.
Okay. Because I just don't want to be offended. I mean, not that you care, but
no.
The 1-1. The swing and miss. It's 1-2. I don't know how to broach the subject, but apparently Tom Karen does that.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
You just offended the Karens.
I'm sorry, TC.
Foul down the right field line.
No. No. Wait a minute now.
How are you going to fix this?
No.
Really quick.
I'm sure that Tom is honest in his letters that he sends out and tells the truth. Most people, 99% of the people that send those do not tell the truth.
Okay.
I'm sure TC is in the 1% that tells the truth about his family.
You fixed it. The 1-2. They're 2-2.
I guess I will be getting a letter from TC this year.
No Karen letters. Right now he's in the green room at Nesson. Oh, is he fired up?
But as I said, he's probably honest in his letters. Most people are not honest.
2-2 is chopped through the right side into right field, a base hit. Leaders will score the first Orioles run of the night. As the throw goes to second, a run in. And it is now 4-1. Red Sox on top. Corey Patterson delivers with his second hit, picks up his 13th RBI.
Yeah, he continues to do well against John Husser. That's a pretty good pitch, too. That ball was down. It was a cut fastball down, but he finds that hole between first and second and puts the Orioles on the board 4-1.
So 2 on, 2 down. And here is Miguel Tejada, who was 0 for 2. He's fouled out at third base, grounded out to third base, 0 for 2.
Actually, we found out that TC sends him as a spoof.
So along the lines of what you're saying.
Right, exactly.
This is his first strike over the outside corner.
Thank goodness.
Yes. I'm sure you have offended some other people.
Well, won't be the first time.
There are other people who do this.
My wife could.
Second base. Patterson throws the first, and the inning is over. We might be too. 4-1, Red Sox on top.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Z didn't mention that. It's a key element.
This thing's driving me crazy.
There's a lot of stuff that's bothering you lately.
Bottom of the fifth inning, David Ortiz leads it off and takes a pitch outside, ball one. And Jeremy Guthrie, the Orioles get a run in their half of the fifth inning to make it 4-1. Guthrie gave up all 4 runs the Red Sox had back in the first inning, and since then has been very good. He has allowed just 2 hits. Ortiz has one of those hits. He's also walked and been aboard twice. Off the end of the bat, cued towards third with the shift on. Tejada just knocks it down as Big Papi gets on. His second hit of the night. And aboard to begin things here in the bottom of the fifth.
On base 3 times tonight. Now a walk, a double, and now this little squib down the third baseline. Nothing at all Tejada could do except go to the bare hand, and even if he makes that play, he's got no chance to get Ortiz at first base.
Lead runner on here in the fifth inning. Third time tonight in 5 innings. The Red Sox have had that lead runner on. Nicholas 1 for 2 in the game tonight. There is action for the first time in the Orioles pen. Matt Alberts, the right-hander, just starting to get warmed up. That was, in fact, his first toss. Nicholas wraps it foul, 0-2. Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. David Ortiz at first base, nobody out. Euclid slaps another foul. And it hangs at 0-2. Kevin with a double back in the first inning, scored a run, and then rounded out to shortstop in the second. Outside, ball one. The league leaders, brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. And in doubles, the Red Sox far and away, 195, leading in the American League. Over the Blue Jays. It's just outside, 2-2. Euclid now, Drew next. Sox batting in the fifth. High drive to left. Ball up. Ball gone. Home run number 16 for Kevin Youkilis. It's a 2-run shot. The Sox lead it 6-1.
That is the 5th home run that Youkilis has hit this season against the Baltimore Orioles. He gets a hanging breaking ball right here from Guthrie. It stays up in the zone, and Youkilis rolls it over for the home run. Number 16 on the season for Youkilis, RBI number 53.
J.D. Drew standing in, Youkilis going deep. In there for another strike, and it's 0-2 during the 2010 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every home run hit by the Red Sox, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Uke with his 16th round tripper of the year. First home run for the Red Sox tonight. And just when the Orioles were trying to crawl back in here with a run in the top half of the inning, Kevin Youkilis and the Red Sox answer in the bottom of the 5th with 2. 2-2 pitches fouled off again, and do it again. Drew a double in the first inning to drive in a pair of runs. He walked in the 3rd. JD with 41 RBIs in the year as Adrian Beltre waits on deck. Still nobody out. This one is off the line by the dive of Tejada in the left. Drew on base for the 3rd time tonight with his 2nd hit. And here comes Juan Samuel to make the change. As Guthrie had just reached 100 pitches. Red Sox lead at 6-1 as we step aside the pitching change from Fenway.
MGM Grand at Foxwoods and perform live in concert August 7th at 8 p.m. For tickets, call 866-MGM-0609 or visit mgm@foxwoods.com.
6-1, Red Sox on top of the Orioles as we're in the midst of the bottom of the 5th inning. It's already a 2-run inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Matt Albers, the new pitcher. 34th appearance of the year, 3-3 with a 5.35 ERA. And opponent sitting at 287 against him as Adrian Beltre Grounds one foul outside of third. Albers comes into this bottom of the fifth inning with a runner at first in J.D. Drew. And takes over for Jeremy Guthrie, who is responsible for J.D. Drew at first base. Guthrie going 4+ innings, 9 hits, and so far charged with 6 runs. I told you that he had not won here at Fenway Park, and the numbers in 13 starts against the Red Sox coming in just 1-6, and nothing really improved here tonight. As he had a very tough start to his outing. Red Sox scored 4 times in the first. They've added 2 more here in the fifth. As Beltre fouls it off. There's Daniel Nava limbering up. He'll be next to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning. On the ground towards second. Lugo flips to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Going to jump up over Drew, who is coming in. And Beltre will reach at first. They force out Drew at second base.
Ball not hit hard enough right there to get a double play with Beltre going down that first base line is Torres. Did he have contact with the bag when he made that catch? I guess that's in the neighborhood play.
Not even close.
No, not even in the neighborhood.
No.
That flip by Lugo pulled him off the bag.
Tim McClellan, the second base umpire and crew chief of this crew. 1 out, 1 on for Daniel Nava. I'm sure you're the recipient from time to time of the neighborhood call around second base.
Absolutely, without question. And you know what happens sometimes is you get carried away and you make it a little bit too obvious, and the umpire will come to you and say, look, just give me a little better effort next time. You know, I don't think McCullough will do that in this case, but sometimes you do get carried away. You get that call.
This one sliced foul. It's 0-2.
There's a throw right there that you can see pulls his Torres off the bag, and you know that's close enough. Now, in a tight ball game, you may have an argument with the opposing manager.
Going to Nava with Beltre at first base and 1 out. Breaking ball fouled off to the left. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And the question is, who owns the Red Sox record for most pinch hits in a season? Of course, Nava with a big pinch hit single last night to drive in what turned out to be the winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the answer for you a little bit later is we play here in inning number 5. Strike 3 call. Nava strikes out for the second out of the 5th inning. Albers gets him.
That's a tailing fastball this time from Albers. Starts out inside and picks up the inside corner. Just completely freezing Daniel Nava. Tell you, the Navas will have a story to tell this holiday season, won't they? With the emergence of their son coming to the big leagues in the way that he has. It's a nice story.
2 outs, runner at first. Mike Cameron, the batter, as he slices it foul to the screen. Whether it's banking, investments, or insurance, Eastern Bank is here to help you and your community win. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro West. Swing and a miss. And it is 0-2. Two is strike 3, and again Who's on that outside corner. It's the second time it's happened to Cameron tonight. But the Red Sox get a 2-run shot from Youkilis and lead it 6-1.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Nick Markakis leads it off here in the top half of the sixth inning. He is 1 for 2. As there is strike one over the outside corner to Markakis. He singled in the first inning, struck out looking in the fourth. Lester now with a 5-run lead to work with as he works into the sixth inning. Right side to Patterson. Collects and throws for out number 1 of the sixth inning. So Markakis retired and Ty Wigginton coming up for Lester. The only run he has given up came in the fifth inning. An RBI single for Corey Patterson. And the only run that he has given up in 3 starts against the Orioles in 2010. And again, heading into tonight's effort individually, he is 11-0 in his career against Baltimore with a 2.06 earned run average. Wigginton takes ball 2, 2-1. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5 1/3 deep is the lefty Lester with 5 hits, 1 run. He struck out 6, walked a batter. Pitch 83 is outside, ball 3. There's a strike. Wigginton gets the bad news from Mike Everett. Full count.
Wigginton thinking this pitch might have been outside. He might have been right.
Cameron thought the pitch to him that ended last inning was outside. He had some words for Everett in between innings. This is to third. Beltre. 2 down.
On Monday, join TC for 30 extra minutes of coverage before the Sox take on the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Red Sox Monster Monday presented by BMW of Peabody, live at 5:30.
Two down here in the 6th inning for Adam Jones, who is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Here's ball 2, 2-0. Jones grounding into the double play, striking out. His 3rd plate appearance of the game as Matt Wieters waits on deck here in the 6th inning. There's a strike, 2-1. A lot of stuff on the ground for John Lester. 10 ground ball outs. It's inside for ball 3. Lester's had 2 games in which he's had 10 or more strikeouts. Toronto back on the 28th of April. May 15th at Detroit, he had 10. Swing and a miss, full count. He's got 6 tonight.
A little bit of help there from Adam Jones as he chases what probably would have been ball 4, a fastball up and away.
3-2 pitch. They cutter in and they strike him out. There is strikeout number 7 for John Lester. It's 6-1 Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 6-1. This is tapped foul by Kevin Cash here in the 6th inning. Matt Albers came in the 5th inning, and he's back out there to start the 6th inning. Kevin Cash is 1 for 2 in the game as he singled to center field in the 4th inning. On the ground, and it's the shortstop is Torres. A nice rangy play, but a throw off the mark. A nice lean there for Ty Wigginton, who makes the play. 1 down in the 6th inning. It's time for a game break and Tom Caron. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here it is 6-1. The Red Sox on top of the Orioles. The tall lefty Mark Hendrickson He's warming in the pen for the O's. 1 out. And Marco Scutaro takes strike 1. Scutaro single in the first inning, grounded out in the second, popped out in the fourth inning. Jeremy Guthrie, the starter tonight for the Orioles, went 4+ innings, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, walked 3, and struck out a batter. Albers has retired everybody he's faced since coming in. Strike 2, 94, and right on the corner. It's 1-2. Albers been all strikes, really. 17 pitches, 16 strikes since coming in. The 1-2. Away this time, and it's 2-2. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the first inning, twice in the fifth, and lead it 6-1 as they bat in the home half of inning number 6. Scutaro fouls off another.
It's awfully tough if you're the Orioles and you come out and you're 4 runs down against a guy that has never lost to the Baltimore team, John Lester. I mean, you look up at the scoreboard, 4 runs down in the first inning, and Lester in command of the game already.
John through the first 6 innings, 91 pitches, 7 strikeouts. Pop up, foul ground. Tejada going as far as he can, but it's back into about the third row out of his reach, and he hit his knee on the way over there.
Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org.
1 out here in the 6th inning. Marco Scutaro, lengthy battle. He ends up sending one to deep left center field. Back goes Jones at the wall to leap and make the catch. Up against it as Jones gets back to the track, times the leap and makes the grab. 2 down.
Well, he's made some nice defensive plays in this series, and in particular tonight. Going right back to that left field wall, putting the right hand out to feel where the wall is and making the catch in the glove and holding on to it. Nice play by Adam Jones.
2 down in the 6th inning, and Derek Patterson coming up. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, walked in the second, and struck, or actually flied out in the 4th inning to right. Red Sox have 3 players with multi-hit nights going. Ortiz got 2 hits, Euclid 2, Drew 2.
Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
Two down here in the 6th inning. Eric Patterson batting with a count of 1-2. There's David Ortiz waiting on deck. Red Sox on top, 6-1. There is strike 3. Albers very impressive in his 2 innings of work. He played 6. It is 6-1 Boston. Well, it is hi from Joe Marie to the gang at Taconic Golf Course. As we head to the top of the 7th inning at Fenway Park, it is 6-1. The Red Sox on top. As Matt Wieters leading it off against John Lester. And 14 out of 24 in first pitch strikes. Falls behind Wieters here in the 7th inning. Lester's had at least 6 strikeouts in 8 of his last 10 starts and has 7 strikeouts through the first 6 innings tonight. Wieters to right field. Over is Drew towards the warning track to make the catch for the first out in the 7th inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. We'll take a look at 3 of the strikeouts tonight for John Lester. 3 of his 7. A fastball right there for a strikeout. A changeup to Lugo. And then, of course, the cut fastball down and in to Adam Jones.
1 out in the 7th inning. Jake Fox is the batter. He has struck out and grounded out 0 for 2. Fooled in the pitch, and it's 1-1. There is Mark Hendrickson, who's up last inning, up again after 2 very good innings from Matt Albers. Retired all 6 Red Sox that he faced in 2 innings. And 25 pitches, 22 for strikes. This jams Fox, who fouls it off, 1-2. Julio Lugo on deck. Up and away, 2-2 to Fox. Jammed and a pop-up. Backpedaling is Euclid, so give way to Patterson, who makes the catch in short right, 2 down. Time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who owns the Red Sox record for most pinch hits in a season? The answer is Joe Cronin, who had 18 in 1943. Cronin was 18 for 42 in 43 with 5 pinch hit home runs. The 5 home runs are also a team single season record. This is on the ground at third, knocked down by Beltre. He's got time. The throw is in time. Nice play. Julio Lugo is gone. So are the Orioles. It's 7th inning stretch, 6-1. Red Sox on top. Time now for a Sports Desk update with Cole Wright.
FW Webb showrooms, Frank Webb's Bass Centers, the friendly experience guidance. Find the showroom at frankwebb.com.
6-1, the Red Sox on top on this July 4th weekend. It is David Ortiz to lead it off against the new pitcher Mark Hendrickson, his 27th appearance of the year, 5.36 earned run average. And it's hitting at .317 against Hendrickson, 29 strikeouts to 9 walks. It's ball 1-2 Ortiz. Impressive 2 innings from Matt Albers. As he retired, everybody he faced, no hits, no runs, no walks, struck out 3. As Frank Mata warms up for the Orioles. 1-0 is ball 2 to Ortiz, 2-0. Ortiz walked in the first inning, doubled in the second, singled in the 5th. Takes the strike on the outside corner that he didn't think was a strike. Starter on the hook right now for the Orioles in tonight's game. Jeremy Guthrie, 4+6 runs. It's outside, 3-1. There's action in the pen for the first time tonight for Boston. Ramon Ramirez starts to warm up. John Lester throwing 100 pitches through the first 7 innings and retiring the last 7 batters that he faced, if he is indeed done. On the ground, the shift is on. It's Lugo in right field who throws out Ortiz.
Coming up tomorrow afternoon, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll discuss which Red Sox pitchers deserve to make the All-Star team. It's all coming up tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 only on NESN.
And at noon tomorrow, we'll hear the All-Star selections. We'll be knowing at that point which Red Sox will be headed to Angel Stadium. 1 out in the 7th. There's a ground ball to third base off the bat of Youkilis. Tejada's throw. And plenty of time, 2 down. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts.
And let's think of possibilities, Don, who could be picked by the Red Sox. You would think Adrian Beltre would be on that list.
Yes.
Possibly Kevin Youkilis on that list. John Lester. Clay Buchholz if healthy. Jonathan Papelbon.
Daniel Bard is a possibility. The one problem with Bard, and it seems like every year you take a look at the All-Star roster and you got a lot of starters and you got a lot of closers.
Yeah.
It's the guys in between that really have a tough time. We visited this in the pregame, of course, and in the open. Bard has made 39 appearances this year, tied for 2nd in the American League. He's 3rd in strikeouts among relief pitchers. I mean, he deserves to go. The problem is all the closers and starters and the middle guys sometimes get left off the list.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of anxious guys tonight waiting to find out if they are members of the All-Star team. It's quite an honor.
Yes, you were back in 1978, the All-Star game in San Diego.
I didn't know you did that in the Open. When did you do that?
I did it right off the top in the Open.
I mean, I was sitting right next to you.
Oh, no, it was the second segment you were not part of.
I'm gone by then. I'm out of the Open.
You were making Christmas cards for the upcoming year. There's strike 2, full count to J.D. Drew. Adrian Beltre waits on deck with 2 outs in the 7th. To left, and Drew continues to swing away. His 3rd hit of the night, 4th time he's been on base.
And he continues to wear out left field. His 2nd hit tonight, he's got to the opposite field. Takes that fastball away from Hendrickson and shoots it the other way for the base hit. And brings out Juan Samuel again to make a pitching change.
6-1, Red Sox on top, 2 outs in the 7th inning. Pitching change from Fenway Park.
Enjoying the first Red Sox game. Must be nice to be 12 weeks old, huh, Don?
2 outs here in the 7th inning. J.D. Drew at first base. Adrian Beltre, the batter. He takes strike 1 from the new pitcher, Frank Mata, into the game, a right-hander. His 4th pitcher used tonight for Juan Samuel's 13th appearance, an 8.03 ERA. Many walks and strikeouts. Gave up 4 earned runs in a third of an inning on Thursday against the A's. He's allowed 10 earned runs in his last 5 1/3. He's had a tough time along with his Orioles pen. The Orioles are last in the American League in earned run average. The only team up over earned run average over 5. It is at 5.03 coming into tonight's game. Of course, Red Sox with 6 earned runs on the night. Pennant's the pitching coach here for the O's. And a tough year for Baltimore. There's a strike to Beltre. Has words for Mike Everett. 2-2.
Like a slider this time from Mata that picks up the outside corner. Nasty pitch down and away.
Two outs. J.D. Drew at first base. Center field. Adam Jones started in, now backs up and makes the catch that ends the inning. We have played 7 from Fenway Park. It is 6-1 Red Sox. Well, Kevin Youkilis for the Red Sox on top 4-0. Hits a 2-run home run in the 5th inning for Youkilis' 16th home run of the year. Red Sox getting plenty of offense and very good pitching again tonight. John Lester goes the first 7 innings, giving up 1 run, strikes out 7 along the way, and retired the last 7 batters he faced in the game. We head on to inning number 8 from Fenway Park. This July 4th weekend celebration in Boston. It is Cesar's Turris leads it off and sends one down the left field line foul.
Well, we'll miss a lot of the fireworks tomorrow. We'll be flying down to Tampa unless we can see some from the airplane. By the time we land in Tampa, I'm sure the celebrations will probably be finished there.
His 34th appearance of the year, 4.88 earned run average. Center field and a base hit for Cesar Torres, his second hit of the night.
Torres 2 for 3 as he takes the fastball from Ramirez and takes it up the middle for the base hit. As those who get to remain in Boston tomorrow will be able a chance to see the beautiful display at the Esplanade. People will be lining up early tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, if you come into the ball game tomorrow, you might want to check some road closings because I'm sure there's going to be some closings with the gathering that's expected in Boston tomorrow night.
Corey Patterson batting with his Torres at first base. Nobody out here in the 8th. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a stolen base. Had a nice night. Top spot in the Orioles order as he chops it foul outside of first. Danny Bard is up in the pen. 7 innings from Lester. Ramon Ramirez starting the beginning of this 8th inning. Ball 2, 2-1. There's strike 2, 2-2. 94 that time from Ramon Ramirez. No runs allowed in 9 of his last 12 outings. He's given up 3 earned runs in his last 11 innings pitched. Line down the right field line, foul. Nicholas holding on as Torres at first base. Nobody out here in the 8th. Corey Patterson waiting on a 2-2 from Ramon Ramirez. It's up top for ball 3, full count. And this marks the official halfway mark of the season for the Red Sox. Tonight is game number 81 of the year. Boston starting this game, a game back of the Yankees, victorious today against the Toronto Blue Jays. 3-2 is popped up foul. That will get back and out of play. Cash coming back anyway. It lands on the screen. In celebration of 18 Red Sox wins for the month of June, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will be donating $9,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of Lowell. It's Eastern Bank's commitment to the community, along with their winning combination of banking, investments, and insurance that make them the best team in banking. Cesar Torres at first base. Nobody out here in the 8th. It's Corey Patterson with a swing and a foul tip for strike 3, held onto by Kevin Cash. First strikeout for Ramirez, 1 down.
Now, Patterson had a good night against John. Lester had a couple of hits against Lester, but this time a strikeout on a fastball away from Ramon Ramirez.
So 1 out. Cesar Torres at first base, and Miguel Tejada 0 for 3 in the game. He's fouled out, grounded out twice. And strike 1. popped up in the infield. Eric Patterson on the dirt of the infield makes the catch, and there's 2 outs in the 8th.
Immediately following the game tonight, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you John Lester's analysis and reaction from the press room. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
So 2 down here in the 8th inning, and Nick Markakis coming up. Leadoff single by Cesar Izturis. He's still standing at first base with 2 outs in the 8th. Markakis singled back in the first inning. Since then, a strikeout and a ground out. And of course, all of that is against John Lester. Lester's 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run tonight, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Bullpen can take care of business. Lester will have secured his 10th win of the year. It is Bard who continues to warm in the Boston pen, with Ramirez in the game right now. It was a strike, 2-1. Ty Wigginton on deck. Fouled off, 2-2. They're throwing hard tonight, 94 miles per hour on that fastball. Very high, ball 3, full count. Tomorrow, the final game of the homestand and of the series against the Orioles. It is John Lackey, 9-3, matched up against Brian Mattis. A 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ramirez strikes out Markakis. 7.5 in the books from Fenway. 6-1 Boston.
Nesson's team, 140 characters at a time.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-1. The Red Sox on top of the Orioles. Frank Mata back on the mound again. Daniel Nava leading it off for Boston here in the 8th. Mata came in and got Adrian Beltre fly out to center field to end the 7th inning. Nava was part of the 4-run first and an RBI double back in the first inning. Since then, he's flied out and struck out. Little roller down the third baseline. Mata throws as hard as he can and by Wigginton. In and out of the photographer's well. And they're going to award second base to Nava, as that did get into the photographer's well, so he'll be at second to begin this 8th inning.
It's time now for the Coors Light freeze cam, and way back in the first inning, Daniel Nava with a line drive that goes right off the top of the glove of Nick Markakis. Coors Light freeze cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Pinch runner for the Red Sox as Newman Romero will make his Red Sox debut. Romero running at second base for Nava. We see some more debuts tonight as the right-hander Robert Manuel is up in the pen now for Boston. Romero running for Nava at second base here in the 8th. It is a hit and an error that was charged to the pitcher, Frank Mata. It gets Nava initially to second base, and now Newman Romero, who runs as Mike Cameron is 0 for 3 in the game tonight. He has struck out twice, lined out, and takes ball 1. Center, that's in for a base hit. Romero being waved around as that gets through to the track in the wall. Cameron with an RBI double puts the Red Sox on top 7-1.
Well, it had been a frustrating night for Cameron, striking out a couple of times in this game, but not frustrating in this at-bat. A hard double in the left center field gap. Gets the fastball from Mata and hooks it into that gap. That'll score Romero from second base. Red Sox now lead at 7-1.
So Cameron at second base. Nobody out still in the inning. Kevin Cash, the batter, as he takes strike 1. Cash is grounded out to third, single to center, grounded out to short. 1 for 3. Wild swing and a miss. Has him down 0-2. It was a tight one last night. Red Sox eking out a 3-2 victory against the Orioles in Game 1. Largely because Brad Ferguson pitched so well here last night for Baltimore. Tim Wakefield. Ground ball to shortstop. Cesar Torres handles it for the first out of the inning.
Coming up after the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll wrap up the day in Major League Baseball and debate Steven Strasburg's all-star credentials. It's all coming up after the game only on NESN.
Seven to 1, Red Sox on top, 1 out in the 8th. And Marco Scudero, the batter. A single to center, grounded out to third, popped out to second. And last time up, flied out to the warning track in center field. Adam Jones made a catch against the wall back there by the 379 marker. And Scudero takes ball 1. Patterson on deck. 1 out in the 8th. In there for strike 2, 1-2. In tight at 97. Mata can throw hard, but he misses, and it's 2-2. Mike Cameron at second base, 1 out in the 8th. 2-2 pitch to Marco Scutaro. In again, full count. Scutaro to right field as Nick Markakis is there. He makes the catch. Cameron draws the throw but doesn't go anywhere, and there's 2 down.
Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow the Red Sox play their final home game of the first half of the season. Brian Mattis gets the start for Baltimore. Mattis has not won since April 18th, and he's 0-9 in his last 12 starts. For the Sox, it'll be John Lackey, who is 5-0 in his last 7, and be looking for his 10th win of the year.
John Lackady gets start here tomorrow. Final game of the homestand for the Red Sox before they head out on the road. 2 outs here in the 8th. Eric Patterson, the batter. First start at second base in a Red Sox uniform tonight. And at the plate, he was reached on a fielder's choice. Walk, fly to right, and struck out looking. That's with 2 outs in the 8th, and Mike Cameron at second base. Ground ball softly hit right side. Somebody's got to cover first, and nobody will. This one is flipped towards the Red Sox dugout. Cameron will score. And more defensive problems for the Orioles in the inning. Another run for Boston. The Red Sox lead at 8-1. It's not been pretty.
Mata, the pitcher, thought he had a chance to make a play on the ground ball, so he went after it. And then once he decided he couldn't get it, it was too late to beat Patterson at first base. It gets by him. He hesitates at a side-on flip from Wigginton. That's going to head over to the Red Sox dugout. Another run scores.
A single and an error charge to Wigginton at first base. This errant throw. It's Patterson to second base. It is the second miscue of the inning. There's an error charge to Mata, the pitcher, earlier in the inning. 2 additional runs for the Red Sox in the 8th, and here's David Ortiz. Stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Big post-game coverage coming up. Tom Karen and Peter Gammons. Outside, ball 2. Nicholas on deck. Outside, ball 3. And ejected from this game is Juan Samuel. Buck Everett had heard enough. The home plate umpire, and Juan Samuel is going to get his 2 cents in now. Everyone is in the listening mood until now. The crew chief, Tim McClellan, has stepped in between. And Samuel ejected from this game.
Probably yells something out from the dugout. Everett had enough and tosses Samuel. Samuel gets his point across, and now we'll head down the tunnel.
Three and 0 to David Ortiz. 2 outs here in the 8th. Strike one, 3-1. This time Juan Samuel has been ejected as the Orioles manager, interim manager. 25th pitch for Frank Mata. Ortiz lines it to left. It's in for a base hit. Comes Patterson around. Big Poppy headed to second with an RBI double, but has the Sox on top 9-1.
That is the third 3-hit game for David Ortiz this season. Been on base 4 times tonight, a walk, a double, a single, and now a double again down that left field line.
Eight RBIs in the last 4 games for David Ortiz. 3-run 8th inning so far for Boston. On top now 9-1. Euclid 2 for 4 tonight, including a 2-run shot back in the 5th. This will take strike one. 7th batter for Boston in the 8th. It's been a tough inning defensively for the Orioles, who have committed 2 errors. Euclid fouls it off and is down 0-2.
I like what Samuel did there. You know, his club is not playing good baseball at all. At least he's showing that he has some fire, and he hopes that rubs off on everybody else.
Euclid to center field. Adam Jones, the center fielder, is there to make the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox tack on 3 more runs as we head for the 9th inning. It is now 9-1 Boston.
Bruins' newest faces at Fenway, an injury update, a football preview, and much more. Catch the complete lineup tomorrow at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Arbella Insurance Group. Arbella Insurance, here for good.
Changes defensively for the Red Sox as we head to the ninth inning. Darnell McDonald in the game in right field. Eric Patterson moves from second base to left field. Newman Romero staying in the game at second base now. And the new pitcher is Robert Manuel. His numbers for the Paw Sox in 30 games, 4-1 with a 1.54 earned run average. As was recalled yesterday, second stint with the Red Sox. He was also up June 19th through the 22nd, but did not pitch. First time he was up. It is his third career big league stint after making his major league debut with the Reds back in 2009. And 4 1/3 scoreless innings in 3 relief appearances for Cincinnati in 2009. Wigginton fouls it off, and it is 2-1. Ramon Ramirez worked the 8th inning, 1 inning, 1 hit. No runs, no walks, and he struck out 2 batters. Red Sox pitching tonight had combined for 9 strikeouts. Lester had 7, Ramirez 2. So the pitching's been good. The offense has been good. There's a fly ball to shallow center. Mike Cameron. 1 out in the ninth. Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by your New England Toyota dealers. Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Sullivan Tire, and by Southwest Airlines. July 4th weekend in Boston, and the Red Sox have enjoyed it so far. Won last night's game 3-2 on top tonight, 9-1. Strike 1 to Adam Jones. Ty Wigginton did not have a hit last night, and no hits tonight. Hits the bat in frustration along with a lot of his Orioles teammates. This is to center, and Cameron going back to make the catch. A little turn, a little back pedal, and makes the grab on Jones. 2 down in the ninth. 21 times this year the Orioles have scored 1 run or none out of 80 games. Don't forget, after the game, stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. It's coming up after from our Nesson HD Television Center. This is fouled off by Matt Wieters. 2 outs in the ninth. Red Sox have racked up not only 9 runs, but 14 hits. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Just inside, 3-1. Rick Manuel is in Major League Spring Training for Terry Francona. The Red Sox is a non-roster invitee. Swing and a miss. Full count. Made 3 spring outings, 2 1/3 scoreless innings during the spring. Chance to finish off the Orioles here in the ninth. Inside, ball 4. And Wieters down to first base. First walk given up by Red Sox pitching since the first inning. Jake Fox with 2 outs and Wieters at first base. Fox has struck out, grounded out, and popped out. 0 for 3 tonight. Batting out of the number 7 spot. Strike 1.
fastball registering at 86-87 from Manuel.
Fly ball out to left field and deep. Back goes Patterson at the wall. That ball is gone. It's up off the top, and they're going to say it's not gone at the moment, but the way it landed, it looked gone to me. We'll see.
This might be another one of those reviews.
Looks like it hit up on top on the shelf area and came back. Bench coach Jeff Datz is out to make that argument, and they may check this. Jake Fox, I think, just took it out of the yard. This has been the trouble area here at Fenway Park on top of the Green Monster. For umpires, a tough call.
Looks like a home run from that angle. Looks like it hit the back wall.
And we'll go check this out. Tim McCall, crew chief, will go check out, see if it is a home run for Jake Fox. Well, for Fox, it would be his third home run of the year.
A little tough to tell from that one angle that we had. I originally thought, on contact, that it hit the back wall. But it bounced back on the field.
Especially the way it came back. So anxious moments for Fox as he finds out whether or not he has his third home run. We get a different look and see if we get a better view. Gone.
That's a home run.
Yep. Right off the back shelf.
Is that about the third one we've had here this season?
At least.
At least three.
And it's been about all the same thing. Umpires going over their different looks. So far have not made a determination. They have to go down to the umpire's room. They go down. It is just off the visitors clubhouse here on the third base side. That's where they head down the runway. And indeed, thank you to all the U.S. troops on this July 4th weekend. Red Sox Nation having a good time here tonight so far. The Orioles making some noise here, though, in the ninth with two quick outs. Robert Manuel was able to get two flyouts to center field, the walk to Wieters, and now, so far, just a double for Fox. We'll see as they're still looking at it.
Terry Francona waiting for the decision, as is everyone else here at Fenway Park. Not an easy one to call. There have been others that have been much clearer than that.
Yep. I think that last look we got, though, is pretty definitive. Would you agree?
I think so. I think it's going to be a home run.
Last look we got and the best.
It just seems to me that it hits off that back wall first and then comes back onto the field.
This might be the longest one we've had.
It may be inconclusive.
If that's the case, it'll stay a double.
Stay a double.
But either way, it's taking a really long time.
We should have replay and everything. Pitches. You can run back in and check if it was outside or inside.
In all seriousness, I think the purists of baseball are concerned about how much stuff is going to be replayed in the near future.
Yeah, I don't see it growing very much from where it is right now. I really don't.
No. Close plays at the plate, close plays at bases, no?
I don't think so. You'd have situations like this all the time.
Yes. I'm going to say this is the longest one we've had yet here at Fenway Park.
That's why it may come back inconclusive. We'll see.
Robert Manuel took some warm-up tosses as he waits.
It's been a good 3 or 4 minutes since the umpire have been up there reviewing this play. It's almost like a rain delay.
It's been 6 minutes officially so far. Yes, Fox is calling his shot right now, saying that it's gone. But was that definitive? I guess we would have known already. Here they come.
We're going to know soon.
It's a home run. Tim McClellan, the crew chief, lets him know he can come all the way around. 2-run shot for Jake Fox, and it is now a 9-3 Red Sox lead. So for Fox, it is his 3rd home run of the year. Well, wait for Manuel. We'll now deal with Julio Lugo with 2 outs in the 9th. Lugo 0 for 3. He struck out twice and grounded out. There's strike 1. Broken bat, pop up into shallow center. Cameron will get there, and the Red Sox will win. It's a little longer tonight. But the Red Sox getting the victory tonight, their 3rd consecutive season with a 49-32 record through the first half of the season, which officially is now 81 games into the year for the Boston Red Sox. And Jerry, tonight, very nice night again for John Lester.
Well, that's the story again. I mean, the offense was very good for Boston, obviously, with the 9 runs, but John Lester is at the top of his game and just dominates this Oriole club. What now, 12-0 lifetime against the Baltimore Orioles. All of his pitches working again for him tonight. He's just on a tremendous roll right now.
Lester gets his 10th win of the year, is now 10-3. As Guthrie takes a loss, he is 3-10. We're back with more after this.